Hey family, welcome back. MarshaunO here, your favorite life and relationship strategist, and I help women that are married or in long-term relationships to stop feeling disconnected and unloved in their relationship, then move them and shift them into feeling connected as well as understood and appreciated, while all the while creating those deep, intimate connections that she as well as her man deserves, wants, and needs. Now, you keep coming back to MarshaunO because you want to be a part of the top 1% of couples that have extraordinary relationships, and I am here to help you with the tools, the tips, and the strategies in order to get exactly what it is that you want, need, and deserve. Now, yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video, but yesterday I actually released the video talking about what to ask for. So this is the second part in the series, and we're going to talk about, it's all about your delivery and why delivering your message is important. So in this case, we're going to stick to the example that we talked about yesterday, which is asking for intimacy in your relationship. And you already should have sat down and wrote out what intimacy means to you. And so now we're going to talk about why the delivery of your message is just important as the message itself. The first thing that you want to think about is how clear and concise is my message, because clarity is power, ladies and gentlemen. And whenever your message is something that you truly believe in and that you can articulate it in a very short period of time, it is more believable. I don't have to decipher what it is that you're trying to ask me to do. I don't have to put in much guesswork to say, you know what, this is what he or she is asking me to do or asking of me. Am I able to do that? I can pretty much decide in a split second if I can give you what it is that you're asking for, if your message is clear, concise, and delivered with clarity. Because again, clarity is power. The next thing that I want you to do is think about, will the message connect to my man, to my woman, if I deliver with authenticity and even conviction? Because here's the thing, whenever you put yourself in, whenever you tell a story, people connect better with stories instead of you trying to give them so many examples or trying to explain it in a series of sentences, i.e. a paragraph. Stories work so much better. And here's one of the things that I found that really works well. So you can tell your story, but you can also tell your story in a way that, again, it connects with your partner or your spouse. So say, for instance, in this case, again, you're asking for intimacy, and your partner has actually shared with you that intimacy to them means more hugs, more cuddles, more kisses, even more sex, right? And so when you're telling your story, you're making it believable, but you're also making it connect with what your spouse or partner shared with you. So whenever you're telling your story, you're not just saying, you know what, I need this because blah, blah, blah. You're like, you know what, I actually have been thinking about how to tell you this because I know that this is important to me, and I want it to be important to us, not only to me, but also to us, because I remember when you shared with me how it is important for you to get the hugs and kisses and cuddles, and I also want the exact same thing. But in addition to that, I want to get, fill in the blank, right? I also want to get fill in the blank. Another way that you can actually deliver the story is to say that, you know what, I really am asking for more intimacy. And so intimacy for me means that I need my feet rubbed, or I need some more help with the children, or I need for you to give me little love notes. That can be intimacy for you, right? And then you can also put in there, this is so important to me that I remember you sharing with me that you need hugs, kisses, and cuddles in order for me to be giving you the intimacy that you need. So just like the way your hugs and kisses and cuddles mean to you, you helping out with the children and you helping out to rub my feet and leaving me notes is just as important to me. It means just as much as the hugs and kisses mean to you. So again, you're making a connection with your spouse, but you're also bringing it home for him or her, because now they remember yeah, I do like hugs, kisses, and cuddles. And so if it's this important to me, then maybe I should actually step up my game and give her more feet rubs and help out more with the children and leave the love notes. So again, you're bringing the connection together, and in your delivery, right? You're delivering the message through a story, so your spouse, so your partner can understand and actually retain the information that you're giving to him or her. Because that's what it's all about. You really want them to retain what it is that you're saying to them, so you no longer have to have this conversation over and over again. But this will take practice to do. It will take practice to do. So you're going to mess it up the first time, probably even the second time, maybe even the 15th time. But at some point, you'll be able to deliver a message in a story form in order for it to connect, so you can minimize the amount of times that you have to continue to have this conversation over and over again. Another thing that you need to think about, which is number 3, your delivery also impacts your sense of accomplishments. So if you can make sure that your spouse understands your message, then he or she will actually take action, which is exactly what I was talking about, why you want to deliver it to him or to her in story form. Because as soon as you make that connection, it's like, aha, I got it. I understand why she needs, or why he needs the hugs, kisses, and cuddles, or the feet rub, or the notes, or whatever it is, right? Now I understand the why. And anytime we understand the why as just people, as humans, we take more action. We take deliberate action. We take intentional action. Deliver it with impact, that story, so he or she can understand where it is that you're coming from. And again, he or she can actually take the action that it is that you want him or her to take. Delivering your message is very important. The 4th thing is make sure that you stay focused on the things that actually matter. Stay focused on the issue at hand and not a long laundry list of all the things that you want him or her to do. Because here's the thing, when you give your partner or spouse too many things to do, you will get nothing done. When you're trying to work on issues, problems, concerns in your relationship, you don't want to bring out a whole laundry list of things that he or she needs to do, or that they slacking on, or you suck at all these things. Because if I'm the person on the other end receiving the message, I'm like, well, damn, why are we together if I suck that much? Like, if I suck that much, if I can't make you happy, like, it sounds like at all, but since this list is so diggity doggone long, then why are we together? So you want to make sure that when you're discussing, when you're delivering the issue, the problem, the concern, in this case, we're going to focus on intimacy. Make it a focused request. Again, in this case, intimacy. Another thing, which is number 5, is how you deliver your message matters as well. Of course it does, right? But specifically in this case, what I mean by that is some people try to deliver serious messages via email or text message, or even a phone call can actually throw you off. You really want to deliver your message in person, face to face. Wait on getting out the thing that's bothering you until you can see this person face to face. Even if that means Zoom call, even if that means Skype call or a FaceTime call. Now, again, it's better literally where your person is face to face, or literally like across the table from you, so they can actually see you. But you also want to see him or her, because you also want to be able to read their body language. You also want to be able to say, okay, I feel that he or she understood where I was coming from, because I was able to see him or her. Was they doing this, or was they looking at their phone? Was they just saying not really paying any attention? You can actually, before you leave that conversation, you say, okay, he or she heard me, and I feel like I was able to make an impact. I felt like my message was clear, concise, and I was able to literally deliver it. My context was good. Yeah, so you can do a whole evaluation of the way that you deliver it, but then you're also looking for the way that he or she is actually taking in the information from you as well. Reading the body language is very important. Is he leaning in, or she leaning in to hear what you have to say? Or are they sitting back on the couch again looking up like, oh, when is this going to be over? or you know, are they saying but like kind of looking at you and trying to hold your hand, trying to stroke you like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this is how this is happening? Or is he or she like, right, yeah, and again, while eyes are wandering everywhere but at you, like yeah, no, I get it, and making it basically speaking really fast and cutting you off, making sure that you can speed the conversation up to cut it short, basically. So you can see all of that when you deliver the message face to face. You can't see it in a text message, you can't see it in the email, and you can't even see it over the phone. So again, the optimal way to deliver your messages face to face. But again, in these days and times, it might be Zoom, it might be Skype, it might be FaceTime. But still deliver the message, okay? So still deliver the message. But really, my point to all of that is to stay away from text message, to stay away from email, because you can't hear the person. And when we're not in a good state of mind, even if you sent it, i.e. text message or email, and you sent it in a way to just, I'm direct or whatever, it comes off as you being a jerk or an asshole, or, you know, I didn't understand this, or maybe I'm just in my feelings about something and now I'm taking what you said the wrong way because it's the way that I'm reading into it. It really has nothing to do with you, has everything to do with me, but because I'm not realizing that in the moment, I'm just in my feelings, then I hate you, right? So stay away from text messages and emails when you need to deliver a serious talk, a serious message. The final thing that I want you to remember is to describe your feelings rather than to attack your spouse. Describe your feelings instead of attacking your spouse. Instead of saying, I'm doing this, you know, you're going into the blame game. I did this because, not taking responsibility. Talk about how it makes you feel. You and only you, because you can only talk about you. You can only take responsibility for how you're showing up and how you're feeling. And so don't make it about your partner, about your spouse. Make it all about you. And then even come with a solution if you can. Because if you have a solution, then again, you're taking the guesswork out of the conversation. You're taking the guesswork out of how do I actually make him or her happy. They are able to say it to you. He or she is able to tell it to you. And in this case, you're able to share it with your partner or spouse. Now, this is the second video in this series. We have 2 more to go, which the next one we will talk about the timing of your message, of delivering your message. We're going to talk about the timing. So in that case, I will see you guys in the few days, depending on when you're watching this. It might be already up in the queue and you can just look for video number 3. With that being said, I am MarshaunO, your favorite life and relationship strategist, and I help women that are in marriages or in long-term relationships to stop feeling disconnected and unloved in their marriage or relationship, and move them and shift them into feeling understood, appreciated, all while creating the intimate moments and intimate connections that she wants. If you need some help with any of this, then look down in the description box below, or send me an email at MarshaunO'Lanio.com, or look for my Calendly link. Look for that and book an appointment with me. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. If you made it this far, give me a thumbs up. Bye.